Everyone, good morning and welcome to GiRLiFE Live. I am 15 minutes early. I apologize for all of you who scheduled to be with me at 10:30. Because of the storms, I'm working from my parents' house today and I have this room for a certain amount of time. So I didn't want to not come to you. So here I am a little bit early. So I want to welcome each and every one of you. I want to send so much love your way. There's so much going on, you guys. There's so much going on. I woke up to so much, so many different pieces of news that concern me. Fires in California. We have this big storm here in New York, where a lot of trees are down. A lot of people are losing their homes or having to relocate because their homes have been damaged by the storm. I heard about what happened in Beirut. So, I mean, if you'll join me in just sending love and prayers and light to all of the situations around us. I'm happy that I get to congregate here with all of you. I am so thankful that I get to have a community like this one where we can come together in an effort to grow and to, flex those resilience muscles and just, be our most authentic selves and most best selves, even when the shit hits the fan. So I love you all. Thank you for being with me. This is GiRLiFE Live. We have so much excitement coming your way. I have so many exciting announcements to make, but I'm going to wait for everyone to trickle in and we're going to go into our topic, which is what our girls are struggling with right now. I don't know if you guys saw the article that I posted a couple of days ago called Lonely Girls: How the Pandemic Has Deepened the Isolation of Adolescents. And this really spoke to me because I'm so glad that Wall Street Journal was bringing this to light, because there's so many young girls, there's so many children, there's so many people suffering as a result of what's going on with the pandemic. But I think what we don't realize is that it's not just right now that it's tough for our girls. It's not just right now. There will be repercussions. There will be a lot of challenges that come forth because of the isolation that our girls have been dealing with. Some of the things that this article touches on are how every parent has different rules, and rightfully so, right? They have different ideas of how they want to move through the pandemic and the quarantining. And while many people have started to open up more and they are spending more time with their friends, and parents are okay with their daughters spending time with friends, there are other parents who don't feel comfortable yet and don't want to put their families at risk of getting COVID-19. So what's happening is those girls that are allowed are posting pictures on social media, and rightfully so. This is what young people do, right? And there's a lot of FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out for those girls who aren't there. And that's just like scratching the surface of the difficulties that some of our girls are dealing with. But really, more than anything, I don't know about you guys, and I'd love to hear from you. I struggle. I'm a grown woman, and when I'm in social situations now, it's been 5 months, I sometimes feel social anxiety kicking in. I sometimes feel like, wow, I've been on my own for so many months and now I'm with other people again. And it's almost hard to reemerge. It's hard to reemerge. And I ask myself, as a woman, in my position, I'm a life coach and I have tools and resources at my disposal. They're what I teach, but I can come here and very honestly tell you guys that I struggle with these things, even when I'm trying to use my tools. So let alone how a young girl will feel reemerging, going back to school, maybe not going back to school, maybe the disappointment of not going back to school. So there's so much that our girls are struggling with right now, on top of the usual challenges, right? On top of all the rites of passage of being a young girl. And, I just want to give reassurance to all of you that together we are here so that we can congregate and come up with tools, to come up with ways through the difficult and challenging situations that are being presented right now and will continue to be presented, guys. So we have a very unique opportunity here to be proactive, to really raise up our girls, to have those tools, to have that inner wisdom to make it through what's to come. Because, not to be negative and not to be doom and gloom, but I believe that this is just the beginning. And I believe that there's going to be a lot more that we are going to be presented with and faced with. And I want us to be armed, right? I want us women to be empowered and armed to model what it is for our girls to plow through, and yet to also know that they can feel what they're feeling. I really want this to be an opportunity for our girls to flex their resiliency muscles. And there's so many ways that we can do that with them and for them. And, I think our training that starts on Monday called Empowering Her couldn't be coming at a better time. I think we need it now more than we have needed it in a very long time. Sorry, guys, I'm feeling hot. Our training is Empowering Her, and it's how to bring true empowerment to the girls in your life and in your community. So I really hope, I know a lot of you are coming. I'm going to post the link below if you haven't registered yet to reserve your spot. It takes place in this very group, and we're going to be meeting every day for 8 days. So starting Monday, August the 10th, we are going to be meeting at noon every single day. You can expect for us to be together for somewhere in the area of 40 minutes to an hour. So if you block it off, I would so appreciate you being there live. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a party. We're going to have a lot of fun together. We are going to empower each other. We are going to have accountability partnerships. We are going to have contests and giveaways. I'm going to break it down for all of you. I see so many of you are live with us. Welcome, Erica and Soraya and Vivian, Maggie, Melissa, Sarah. Thank you guys for joining. I know it was early, but I'm glad you were able to make it. So this is what you need to know to get the most out of next week's training. First and foremost, putting it on your calendar. Every day at noon, we're going to be meeting, and every single day, I'm bringing you a brand new topic, okay? We're going to talk about how to silence our own inner mean girl so that we can teach our girls to do the same. Positive self-talk, getting to really know and love ourselves, encouraging self-love in our girls. I'm going to break it all down for you, so I sincerely hope you will be there. Feel free to share this training with someone that you love. If you don't already have an accountability partner, bring somebody in from your world. She doesn't have to live in the same city or even country as you. Invite her into our group, explain what we're doing, and she can be your accountability partner or your partner in shine. If you haven't done that, we have a thread in the group. I know some of you have been very active in it. It's called Find Your Partner in Shine here. I strongly encourage you to go in there to share where you live, your name, your desires for being in this group, and organically match yourselves up with other people in the group, because going through this training, when you have an accountability partner in shine is what I call it, it makes everything, it like doubles, forget double, it 10x's your growth during our training together, and gives you someone to share all the new information with, and make sure that you guys hold space for each other to do all the things that you say that you're going to do, all of the transformations, all of the empowerment, to have a partner in shine to do that with you 10x's the whole experience. So definitely get yourselves an accountability partner. I have your companion workbook for this training. It's either me or your GiRLiFE mentors. Your GiRLiFE mentors have tried to get in touch with you in the DMs, so definitely go into your message requests. Guys, we at Team GiRLiFE are trying to get a hold of you. It might be me, it might be Deborah, Maggie, or Lacey, but you have message requests when you go into your messenger on Facebook, and you will see us there. We may not be friends on Facebook, but there's a message waiting for you. So definitely connect with us in the DMs and just send me a hashtag workbook, or hashtag, you know what, let's make it even clearer, hashtag GiRLiFE workbook. and I will be sure to send you guys your workbooks. It may not be today because the power situation when I go back home may not be fixed up yet because of the storm, but I will definitely send you your workbooks if you connect with me in the DMs and just put hashtag GiRLiFE workbook. So we talked about your workbooks. They will be your companion guide through the entire training. I would say it's probably the biggest asset other than your accountability partnerships. We talked about the accountability partnerships. We talked about how it's going to be a party, and I'm so very excited to have you all there. And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is that my podcast is live. I'm so excited to be bringing you the exact same name. It's called Empowering Her as our training next week. That seems to be the theme of our year, empowering ourselves so we can empower our girls. And every Monday, I'm going to come at you guys in the podcast with tools, resources on how we can show up as our most authentic selves so we can bring that to the girls. It's like, I always say you can't teach what you haven't experienced for yourself, right? So our goal with the podcast and our goal in everything that we do here together is to give ourselves the empowerment that maybe we weren't receiving when we were younger, to give ourselves all of those things that we wish to nurture in our young girls. So it starts here, and in that podcast every week we're going to talk about different things in the area of empowerment, entrepreneurship, female resilience and growth, courage and confidence, all the good stuff. So I hope that you will join me. All you have to do is go into your podcast app on your iPhone or in any phone really, and type in Empowering Her and just subscribe to it. I would love it if you would rate and review it. I actually just spoke about this in my other group, but I'm running a contest. So 3 people are going to win. 3 people are going to get XOXO from a girl who gets it. Actually, 2 people will get XOXO from a girl who gets it, and 1 person will win an Amazon gift card. So 3 opportunities to win if you just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast, and just let me know that you did that right here in the comment section, and you will be entered into a draw to win. Again, you can win. There are 2 opportunities to win my book, XOXO, and there's 1 opportunity to win a gift card. So I hope that helps. I'm here. I'm going to hang out for a few more minutes. If any of you have any questions about anything at all, about the training, about the podcast, about what our girls are dealing with right now and how we are going to come together to give them all the tools that they need to make it through what's ahead with as much growth and resilience as possible. So I see I have some of you live with me. I'm going to hang out a few more minutes. Maggie, thank you for tagging everyone. And Maggie is one of our GiRLiFE mentors here, and you very well might have a message in your inbox from her. So be sure to check your messages and be sure to get in touch with us for that workbook, because that companion workbook, it's got all the headings and subtitles of everything we're learning together, and that's where you'll be taking notes next week. Ali says, I listened to your first one, subscribed, rated, and reviewed yesterday. Ali, you rock. So you are entered into our draw, and I thank you very much for your support. I always say we are trying to make girls and female empowerment go viral. We want to get it out there. We want to get this, when you got something good, you got to share it. And I think we are all here doing some really valuable work together. And that's why I decided to take it to the podcast and hopefully bring it to more people and spread some of that love that we all experience together. Erica says, so excited about everything that's coming. Thank you, Erica. I'm so excited to have you as a part of our community. And Melissa says, it's definitely going to be a challenging year. The more tools we have, the better. Absolutely, Melissa. So many of us had these big goals and dreams for 2020. And, the truth is, we need to know that the universe has many different ways of delivering that which we ask for. So maybe your wish, like mine, was for 2020 to be a year filled with power. Heck yeah, it's been a year filled with power. And so it's all in our perceptions, right? When you change the way you look at things the things you look at change. So if we can take those wishes that we had for this year of 2020 and actually say to ourselves, you know what, I am going to show up with power. So I wanted it to be a year filled with power. I'm going to give that power to myself, because in spite of everything that's going on, I'm going to get in touch with my feelings. I'm going to learn how to feel what I feel. I'm going to learn to take a break when I need to. I'm going to learn to show up for myself and for all the other people in our lives. So be careful what you wish for. I bet all of us wished for a really strong, powerful, impactful year. And that's what the universe delivered to us. And we are going to rise to the occasion. Diana is here. She says, good morning, replay for me. Yes, please listen from the beginning, Diana, because lots of great information for next week. And Alyssa, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I had a friend who spelled her name that way. We called her Elisa. I'd love to know how your name is pronounced. She says she's going to listen to the podcast today when I take my walk on my break from working. Thank you, Alyssa. I actually have I have immersed myself in the world of podcasts for the last few years. I used to read a lot of books, and now I listen to a lot of podcasts because I'm able to do that. Just like Elisa said, you can do it on a walk. You could do it on your drive. I come out of the shower in the morning, and when I'm getting ready, I always have a podcast on. One time I'll do a whole GiRLiFE Live on all of my favorite podcasts and the podcasts that really inspire me, and I'll share that with you. Let me know if that's something you'd like to know about. Nicole says 2020 is the year for virtual power. You better believe it. And you know, Nicole, along with virtual power, what's so cool is that there's more connection, right? Because we are able to connect from all different parts of the world. So I love that so much. I love that so much that it's a year of virtual connection. We're connecting in an even grander way. So thanks for pointing that out. And Elisa says it's like my friend. So I'm saying it correctly. That's awesome. And okay, so I will bring you that podcast. Allie says, me too, always listening to podcasts, cooking, cleaning, car ride, shower. Me too. Allie, I'd love to know some of your favorites, and I will add them to my list. I live for my podcasts. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for bearing with the time change. I am so very excited to see you all next week at our training. It is going to be epic. We do this all the time, but this is brand new content. I have never taught this content before. So for those of you who have done the previous mindset trainings with us, please do not think this is the same content. We're doing it differently this time. It's new information. Why? Because now is the time for us to step up for our girls. And the best way that we can do that is to collectively just flex our resiliency muscles, show them how it's done, but first gather that information. Come and get those tools next week. Come and get all the empowerment you need so that you can deliver that to your girls and to the girls in your community and to your clients and to any girl that you interact with. Okay, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more empowering content and check us out at www.getgirlpower.com.